What's good, you guys? Welcome back to the CFL recruiting series, where today we're going to be talking about two prospects, right? Who Jackson State has made the Final Four and Final Five for. So, this may or may not be breaking news to you because I know the title says breaking news, but a lot of y'all, this was reported yesterday. It was Christmas, right? Which, by the way, I hope y'all had an amazing Christmas and everything like that, and I hope y'all will have an amazing New Year. But with that being said, it was posted yesterday. I only posted one video yesterday because it's Christmas. Nobody's really thinking about YouTube and everything like that. You're just spending time with your family and loved ones. And that's what I was doing. But we're back now. So these two kids we're going to talk about today goes by the name of Miles Jackson, right, and Jurionte Davis. Miles Jackson, his top four is Georgia State, Indiana, and Eastern Carolina, and of course Jackson State being the last school. As for Jurionte, his final five is UConn, Coastal Carolina, Arkansas State, Memphis, and of course Jackson State. Now we're gonna start with Jurionte first because I really want to talk about him. I like him. I like both of these dudes, but I just want to start with Jurionte first. So Jurionte is a 6 foot, 228 pound linebacker. Probably put on more weight since then, but 6 foot, 228 pounds from Greensboro, North Carolina. Now he went to JUCO and he also went to Middle Tennessee State. The order that it's in, a little unclear, right? But I'm pretty sure because his ESPN stats from Middle Tennessee State says 2021, he went to community college first and then transferred to Middle Tennessee State. So the community college he went to was Hutchinson Community College. And in 8 games at Hutchinson, he racked up 41 tackles, 3 sacks, and an interception. Not bad at all for 8 games. Not bad at all. And then he transfers to Middle Tennessee State. And in his sophomore season, he puts up 71 total tackles, 33 solo tackles, 38 assist tackles, and 3 sacks. His production went up. That's what you love to see from guys like this, right? When I look at him, I'm impressed with his build. He looks very strong, very powerful. I like his film, right? Especially knowing that he's able to produce wherever he goes. Community college, he did great in 8 games, and then he ups his play at the FBS level and does a great job that he did. So I'm very confident that he will be one of the guys that hits in the recruiting class if he's able to choose Jackson State, because Coastal Carolina is going to be a tough pull, right? That's a very good program. Arkansas State, not bad. Memphis, Jackson State actually lost a guy to Memphis, the top 50 ESPN JUCO prospect who was an offensive lineman. He committed to Memphis over Jackson State and other schools. But I do think they can pull Jurionte away from UConn. Jackson State has a lot more power than people give them credit for. And I just think that they'll need to be very hands-on with Jurionte to pull him. Now, the other kid we're going to be talking about, Miles Jackson. He is a transfer from UCLA, an edge rusher. Now, keep in mind, Miles has 4 years left of eligibility. 4 years left. And I'm going to tell you why. But let's get into his background a little bit. So he's 6'3", 248 pounds. And like I said, he's an edge rusher. He's from Mill Creek High School at Hodgson, Georgia. Nationally, he was ranked 801st in the country. At his position, he was ranked number 38. In the state of Georgia, he was ranked number 80. Now, I think he had close to 40 offers coming out of high school. I was pretty sure it was 40, right? Virginia Tech, Appalachian State, Howard, just to name a few. Air Force, those schools wanted him. His Final Four, if I didn't say it earlier, because I don't remember, but if in case I didn't say it earlier, his Final Four is Georgia State, Indiana, and ECU, Eastern Carolina. And then the last on the list being Jackson State. When you look at this, Indiana, they lost at least 12 kids to the portal and probably losing more. I don't think he's going to Indiana. Their future doesn't look bright as of right now. Georgia State, they ended their season on a high note. They won their bowl game. They won their bowl game. So, that's a little bit of a battle. I'm not going to sleep on ECU. I just don't see the appeal in ECU over Jackson State, but that's just me personally. So if you ask me, JSU and Georgia State neck and neck for Miles. Now, as far as his production in his freshman year, which was the only year he played, well, no, that's not true. In his freshman year at UCLA, he had a season-ending knee injury, right? That resulted in him having to redshirt that year. So he comes back in 2020, and in 7 games, he totals 6 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 sack. And then he hit the transfer portal. Now, he was behind a guy on the depth chart. You know, it looks like he was going to get playing time his freshman year. Comes back from a knee injury. You know, you're still recovering, even though you're able to play now. And, you know, he was behind the guy on the depth chart. He was probably, second string. So, you know, as a redshirt freshman, which still isn't uncommon, I don't know. I don't see much tape on him. I've seen some clips, right? I had to dig, right? But I see some clips on them. Some of these guys have their practice film, but however, they just don't. A lot of them don't post it. So sometimes you got to find out the videos that they're tagged in and try to look for them real quick, save the video, clip it even more, and, you know, show it. So I don't have much tape on him. But I will say this, right? Somebody got to hit. If they get Miles, if they only get Miles, I'm excited, right? If they get Juriante, and only Juriante, I'm excited. If they get both of these guys, I'm elated, right? Because they need somebody to fill that position for James Houston. Somebody is going to have to contribute that production that James Houston had. The unfortunate reality is you're not going to get a James Houston every year, but somebody needs to be able to fill that slot so that it does not become a weakness for the defense. Great news for Jackson State is that Aubrey Miller is coming back, right? So now you don't lose as much at the linebacker position at one time. Now you just want to get that edge rusher position filled, that defensive end position filled. And I think whether it's Juriante, even though he plays linebacker, he can play defensive end as well. Whether it's Juriante or Miles, I think these two could be a really good fit for Jackson State. As far as Terrence Edgerton, the linebacker / edge rusher from Maryland, still waiting on his decision. Let me pause right there. These two guys are going to take their time making their decision. I know for a fact that one of them said it, right? But for Miles Jackson, he posted on Twitter today, and he said, Jackson State fans, I screenshotted it because I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing heavily, but I think he said something like Jackson State fans are like great, like they crazy, not in a bad way, but it's like he was basically saying like they keep coming in his inbox and his comment section, trying to get him to come to Jackson State, and he likes that about them. Like he loves that a fan base feels that strongly about wanting a kid to be a part of their school. He likes that. So great job on y'all part. Clearly y'all doing y'all part trying to get the kids to come to Jackson State, right? And it's working, right? Like you're seeing it, which is what I say when I say like fans, when they talk to you and like when they hit you up, when y'all hit these kids up and let them know, hey, we would really love to have you at Jackson State. It means something. Not always, but it means something sometimes. And now you're seeing that this is a real thing. Like this is a real effect. So that is all that I have for these two kids today. These two dynamic athletes today. Now, I gotta stop calling them kids. They're young men. Well, they're men. So these two young men today. So before I get off this video, if you would like to become a member of the Legion, the Collegiate Football Legion, which for you new guys, that is what CFL actually stands for, please do so. It is now available. The link will be in the description, but you should see a join option under the video. So you can do that. Also, a video is coming on Howard's recruiting class because they're doing an amazing job right now. And the MEAC does need more coverage. It really does need more coverage. I just need to find the time to actually make the video because it's been so much going on this week. So look out for that. That's coming. Also, what else did I have to say? I don't think I can remember right now. But hey y'all, we almost at 5,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I love the support. I love the criticism. Like the guy who told me, he was like, you know, man, you say a little too much. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's a bad habit of mine that I gotta get rid of. And I'm working on it. I know I said it a few times in this video, but I'm working on it. So shout out to you, homie. And with that being said, man, you're watching the CFL podcast. I go by the name of Kobe, and I'm out. Peace.